Hey, I'm Yasmin and welcome to my video. So I'm Malaysian and I speak Malay. Also English, also Spanish, but mostly Malay. Have you ever think of picking up another language? Boy, I have a great deal for you. I suggest you to pick up Malay. I know. Why would you want to learn a language that is not much of use outside of the Southeast Asia region? Well, because of the internet. Now, we live in a world where we only have physical borders. We can share information from one place to another just like that. So if you want to reach new audiences, why not consider Malay? Let's give an introduction to my native language now, shall we? First of all, it is the major Austronesian language. Etholog listed it to be the 7th language in the world, with 77 million L1 speakers and 204 million L2 speakers. It is also the 14th language by population, with speakers from Brunei, Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia, East Timor, Christmas Islands, Cocos Keeling Island, and some part of Philippines, specifically in the Sulu Archipelago and also some parts of Mindanao. Now, I might be biased here, but I think Malay is easy. And when I say that, I mean the language that we use here in Malaysia. Reason number 1, we do not have feminine and masculine forms. If we want to say he or she, we just use one word, and that is dia. You can say that we are pretty gender neutral. We also do not have feminine or masculine forms for things. Reason number 2, we do not conjugate our tenses. If we need to talk about the present tense or the future tenses, we just use one word to indicate it. So for example, if we want to talk about the future, we use the equivalent word for will, which is akan, following with the verb. And if we want to talk about the past, we use the equivalent word for had, which is telah, and then the verb following it. So learning tenses will be easy. We got you covered. Reason number 3. Direct translating from your native language is okay because it would still make sense. Now, Malay has more L2 speakers than L1 speakers. This means that it is direct translated a lot from other languages. In Malaysia, we have a lot of different races, not just Malay. We have Chinese and Indians, but Malay is our national language, so pretty much everyone can speak Malay. However, sometimes the Chinese and the Indians do speak Malay and it sounds a little bit different because they tend to direct translate it from their native tongue. Foreigners that come here, for example from Nepal or Bangladesh, who comes and work here also learn the language pretty fast and they put their own twang to it. And we accept it, we allow it because it still makes sense. We also borrow a lot of words from other languages, for example from Chinese, Tamil, Arabic, Sanskrit, Portuguese, Persian. If you speak any of these languages, you might see some similarity between our languages, and it's easier for you to learn the vocabulary. Come on, Yasmin, it sounds too good to be true. There must be something that's difficult in Malay. Okay, there is. The Malay language has this concept that might not exist in many other languages. We have suffixes and prefixes that we add to our verbs or nouns that will totally, completely change the meaning of the word or change the meaning of the sentence. However, this concept is widely used in writing, not so much in conversation. So if you're intending to use Malay for conversation purposes, you need not to worry about that. In a nutshell, Malay is easy. So if you do speak Malay, do you notice this about our language? But if you don't speak Malay, now that you know how easy it is, will you? Comment your thoughts down below. Click that like button, subscribe to my channel, preferably click that bell button. Have an open heart and an open mind, and I'll see you next time.